Hello, everyone. My talk will be focused on direct communications with Chinese researchers. As you have already known that China is different from other countries in many areas. China has some unique systems in publishing industry, including book publishing and journal publishing, academic and non-academic. If an organization in China, for example, a university wants to launch a new journal, they should apply for CN number, China's unified serial number. They should apply to either the Ministry of Education or provincial government first, but the final decision will be made by the central government. Today is called National Prize and Publication Administration. In China, if you work for a journal or book publishing house owned by institutions inside the system, you must be qualified. Most full-time in-house editors, especially those young people, must pass an exam. 95% of Chinese journal publishing organizations are very small. From this slide, you can see that so many small editorial offices publish only one title. Only two so-called largest publishing organizations publish more than 100 journals. They are Science Press and Chinese Medical Association Publishing House. China has become the number one producer of academic research articles, or at least a close second, depending on which database you look at. According to ISTIC data of scientific and technological papers, China also ranked number one in terms of articles published with international high-quality journals. But look into the future. People have reasons to believe that more and more Chinese researchers will publish their work in China-based journals, though the quantity will not be very large in the very near future, though having a certain number will still not be easy. This is due to two reasons. First, from 2019, China started an excellence action plan of China's STM journals. The main purposes are to further enhance the international impact of Chinese journals, to build up groups, and to establish domestic digital platforms for journal operations. The excellence plan supported both existing journals and new English titles. From 2022, China has increased the number of new English titles to be supported by this excellence action plan from previously 30 per year to 50 per year. In early 2020, China's Ministry of Science and Technology issued a policy to encourage the publication of high-quality articles. This policy is very clear that articles published in the journals in the excellence plan would be recognized as high quality. This June, SciOpen, a platform developed by Tsinghua University Press, officially announced its hosting service for academic journals. And beyond this, several other platforms have been under development or already in operation. For example, Frontiers Journals by Higher Education Press, SciEngine by Science Press, MetaNexus by China Medical Association Publishing House. It's inevitable that these and many more Chinese journals will be hosted by China's own platforms in next years. Another trend worth to keep an eye is that both Chinese researchers and Chinese institutions are welcome open access and open science. There is evidence that China has contributed a lot to global open access publishing. Earlier in this year, China Association for Science and Technology, one of the leading organizations in China in STEM journal sector, was planning to form Open Science Promotion Consortium, OSPC. According to its work plan, they will promote open access, developing open data standards, and conducting research on the open science infrastructure. With introducing this above, China's plans to launch more journals trying to attract articles to publish with Chinese journals, building up new platforms and further promoting open access. I want to express some of my thoughts on continuing the success or effective expanding share of from Chinese market for publishers either from outside or domestic. For publishers, building a strong brand in China, focusing on author experience and demonstrating your commitment to the China market will all be important. In practical terms for Chinese and international publishers, I believe this will mean number one, doing more to direct communicate with researchers and journal owners. Chinese social media, WeChat, is a good way to achieve this. For Chinese journals, they also want to go international. Demands of using Western social media like Facebook and Twitter are increasing. Number two, doing more to understand China's unique situation and deal with pain points, for example, to provide payment solutions for authors and institutions from China. For Chinese journals, they will also collect APCs from other countries and regions in the coming years. Number three, doing more to let the stakeholders in China know your journals, platforms, and services. Marketing to the end users in local language is still a convenient and effective approach. For Chinese platforms, global branding is a challenge and more cooperations between various holders are needed. In conclusion, using true Chinese idioms and suggest we better adapt to local conditions and keep pace with the times, as Chinese people often talk. Thank you.